What's going on, everybody? Matt Malatesta back here. This is softball week in Houston. All roads to state go through Houston. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm with none other than Amy Vidal Bush, the head coach at Deer Park. I don't know if you've heard about them, but they're a superpower in softball. Coach, congrats again for getting to the regional final after being at state last year. Does it ever get old?
No, I don't think success ever gets old.
Amen to that. Okay. So we were at your Atascocita series.
Okay.
Y'all can kill the ball. Your lineup is deadly. What would you say your success of your team is? Is it offense, defense, pitching, coaching? What's the success?
I think it's week to week. I don't know. I think it's just sheer will. The kids really, really want to win. I think that the tradition and the pride that comes with putting on the uniform is a big deal in Deer Park, and it makes it special. And so I really couldn't put my thumb on any specific thing. I think that the kids do what they've got to do to get the job done week to week.
You had great success at College Station. Then you come over to Deer Park. In 3 years, you've been to the state final, and you've also been to the regional final and still playing. You play Pearland this week. When you came to Deer Park, was it like, man, this is one of the top jobs in the state as it relates to softball?
Well, I didn't show up here by accident. Let me tell you that. I knew that I wanted to be someplace where the ability to be successful was very important to them. I like that. I like the pressure. And so I kind of have narrowed it down to some very specific things that I was looking for in a job. And I call Deer Park, they're like the unicorn. It's a very unique place.
Very unique. One school district, which is awesome, of course. Yes.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Well, okay, so give me some headliners this season. I mean, you've got Aaron Perez, Brianna Fuentes, Aubrey Graham. Just who are your alphas? Who are your stars that kind of drive this program?
Well, we're a senior heavy group. So 11 seniors. And, the nucleus of that group has been here since they were sophomores when we won a title. So they know what winning is like. They know what kind of sacrifice it takes to be successful. And so I would say that it's really weird to watch how there is kind of a revolving door. Whoever needs to step up and be the leader that day will do it. But they're all pretty genuinely sweet kids, oddly enough.
Oddly enough, girls are hard to coach. They're competitive inside the locker room. They're competitive against the team they're playing. It is a interesting dynamic. And team chemistry is so magical. Does this feel kind of like what you're saying with the seniors? Is that give you some dynamic and magical leadership and great chemistry in the locker room?
I think that they are. It's a special group of kids. I think girls can be hard to coach, but I think if you can figure out how to take that emotion that is burning within a girl and you can get it moving in the right direction, I think the chemistry just clicks. It works. And for this group, it seems to be clicking. They're still kids, and I still have to get on them, and I still have to remind them what the end goal is. But I think that once you figure it out and you start to have a taste of it, it's easy to get them back on track.
Totally agree. And what Deer Park has turned into is kind of like Katy football for softball in the city of Houston and the state of Texas. And like, when y'all show up with the name Deer Park and you have a great following, it's got a mystique to it. And you might not see it, you might see it. But do you kind of feel the mystique of being at Deer Park with the crowd, with the long-standing fan base?
comparing us to Katie football is quite the compliment, first of all. I think that is probably a little bit different level. But I see what you're saying. And I think that what goes on here is very unique. And I think that it was here prior to me. And I just was able to step in and just make a few minor changes and got them rolling again. It's a special place. And it, like I said, the tradition that these kids have is super unique. These kids are sitting in the stands at 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. And that's all they talk about is that they want to wear the maroon and gold and win a state title. And that's super special because unfortunately in high school sports, I feel like that is something that is, it's going away. And I think it's sad because I think that playing with that kind of pride is what will help you be successful at the next level. It'll help you be successful as a human. So I think it's a big deal.
And I mean, this sounds super corny, but like, think Friday Night Lights of softball, Deer Park. Can we make it into a Netflix series tomorrow? Here's why. Really, really blue collar area, hardworking kids.
Right.
And this is their thing, man. Like, this is what they do. They might not go be stars in college. They might be. But a lot of them just kind of play for the brand, which is what it's all about in high school sports. Talk about Pearland. What are we doing? What's the game plan? Do you want to tell me the game plan? Do you want to keep it a secret?
I mean, we're going to try to show up and give them all they can handle. Pearland is special and they've got great tradition. They've got a great staff. And they've got some really, really great kids right now. So, it has become quite a game and quite a rivalry. And I don't really know what the game plan is yet, but we'll get it figured out in the next couple of days.
Okay. Hey, I like the honesty. We're just going to roll the ball out there and let's play, right?
We'll get it figured out.
You talk about Houston. Lake Creek has been dominant. You have two teams that will be in the state Final Four in Class 6A from the greater Houston area. What is it about this area that produces so much tremendous softball talent?
I think that, of course, youth sports helps. I think that you have a lot of hardworking parents that want to give their kid opportunity. And I think that helps. I don't ever have kids that say, I can't show up on a Saturday for practice because I've got something else. This is their something else. This is everything that they live for. This is everything that they want. And I mean, I think that starts at home and I think it's special. And it's not just my school. Like I said, I think that there's a lot of places that are like that. And I don't think I'd want to be anywhere else.
Well said. All right. So I can't be biased, but we're rooting for y'all. I mean, we will be biased. So we're rooting for y'all this weekend. Of course, we want y'all to have just an amazing series against Pearland. Talk about what it would mean to y'all to return back to state. I mean, that's the ride. You know, everybody talks about it's the journey, right? It seems like y'all have had a great journey, but I mean, y'all want to win the whole thing. Am I wrong?
I think you always want to be playing softball when school is out. I think that's a goal. I think you get to this point right here and everybody's good and anybody could win. So I think the goal is to try to get here. And then when you get here, it's just a matter of executing a few small details. And with a team as good as Pearland, you can't make a lot of mistakes. But of course, you always want to play for a big one. Of course you do. But I reminded the kids of this weekend. There aren't a lot of kids that graduate from high school and say that they made it to a regional final or better every single year that they were on varsity. And our kids can. And so I think that just to get there is huge. And then now it's just a matter of executing a few little things and seeing how it goes.
All right. Well, go get them. Hey, this is Matt with VYPE with Amy Vidal Bush of Deer Park. Coach, good luck. we'll be at the games. This is Matt with VYPE. We'll see you on the diamond.